Here. Kitty, what are you doing? What you doing, Kitty? What you doing? Where's your babies? Huh? Where's your babies? Huh? You got a wiggly old tail there, don't you? Huh? You got a wiggly old tail, don't you? Huh? Huh? You got a wiggly old tail? A wiggly tail? Hmm? This is our little patio out here with all our little antique pieces and lanterns and things. And over there is a stove where Kitty had her baby kittens. Huh, Kitty? That's where you had your baby kittens, huh? Hmm? Let's go on. Let's see if the cats or the chickens got in the right place. We'll go out here to the back. Don't let me trip on you. Our water ran over today. Went all over the place. Here is Dakotah. Dakotah! Where are you going? You're going the wrong way. It's over this way. This way, Shorty.
Which one?
Well, where do you think they'd be?
In this one?
Yeah, that's where they'd be. That is, who is that?
Stubby.
No, that's not Stubby. That's Fuzzy.
Oh, Fuzzy.
Is that Fuzzy?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Don't get them up in your mouth, sweetheart. You'll get asthma from them. Okay. Okay. See, he doesn't have a tail. Yeah.
He's not tail.
Oh, he doesn't have a tail. Okay, and get some other ones.
Here's
Who do you think that is?
Coley.
No, that's not Coley.
Stubby.
No. Come on, Mama. No.
Rosie.
Put him down on the ground there. Get Mama.
Find that little baby.
Put him down. I'll get the other one out. Get them all 5 of them out here. They're gentle. Which one? That one's Stubby right there.
This one?
That's Stubby. And that's Fuzzy.
Looks like its mother.
All right.
They look like twins.
And this
don't
one's
they?
Rosie.
Yeah, is that one Rosie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 more left. Don't hide.
See if you can figure out who's who.
Let me guess. This one is Stubby.
No, Stubby's on the ground.
That one.
Oh, that one there with the short tail?
Yeah.
Well, that one there is Fuzzy. He doesn't have a tail.
That's Bob.
Oh, that's Bob, yeah. That's Bob.
He's got a little bob tail.
That's Bob.
And guess what?
And who do you think that one is?
Coley.
Coley. Coley number 2.
Oh, he's...
Isn't it, darling? Look at that
I
little...
want Coley.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured that. We figured you'd want Coley now. Don't get and breathe on them and stuff, sweetheart.
Aren't they
know, yeah.
nice babies?
She just has the same exact eyes like
He's
Coley.
a little boy.
Oh,
He's a little boy.
let's see if you can walk.
No, put him down on the floor with the rest of them, with his brothers and sisters. She's getting nervous.
See, she's a real good mother. Watch her. She wants you to be good to them.
Mm-hmm. She'll jump on you if you don't watch out. She'll take them off and hide them. We might ought to give her some
Why
food.
did she want him to be in the cook stove?
That's where she hid them. She's had them hid there all this time, about 3 weeks.
Dakotah, see in the back of the wood stove there's a little hole?
Mm-hmm.
She crawled in the back of that and got in there to keep those little babies safe.
She's safe. She's a little bit worried about them.
Aren't they darling? They're just new babies.
You want to continue taking this picture here a little bit? I want to go get them some food.
Okay.
No, don't touch any of these. You have to put your hand up here like this. Don't touch any of these stains. Okay. No, not in there either. You have to hold on to the bottom of the camera.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Don't touch this either.
I'm not touching anything. Let's
Stay
see.
with the others. No, 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 no. You guys stay with the others.
There they are, Coley number 1. There's Bob and
Stubby
Stubby,
and
Rosie.
Fluffy and Fluffy. Goodness her. Oh, you sweet little.
Aren't they
I
darling?
like this one too. These are 2 twins.
Yeah,
Look
they
at
they look like little twins, don't they?
Yeah,
Got their
that's why I
they
want
got
these
little
2 plus Coley.
they got little white socks on, don't they?
Only those 2 have to be sold.
Aren't they darling?
Oh, Coley. Oh,
There's
I wish
yours.
I had 4.
Well, we have to keep
We're
Coley.
gonna keep 3. We're gonna keep Coley and Bob and Stubby.
How about these 2 twins?
Well, we're gonna let somebody have them that really likes kitties.
I want twins.
Well, we can't have that many cats around here,
No,
honey.
sweetheart, we only gonna get to keep 3. That's a lot, isn't it?
That's a
Here,
lot.
Mama. Kitty, 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 kitty. She's nervous.
Come on, kitty, kitty, kitty,
Kitty,
kitty.
kitty, 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 kitty. Come on, sweetheart. She's nervous as a little kid. Come on. Kitty, kitty,
Yeah,
kitty,
there's
kitty.
too many people
Well, she
around
hasn't
her.
seen Dakotah. See, she doesn't know Dakotah yet.
Oh, she doesn't.
Well,
she's
Dakotah let her eat her food.
She's really hungry. She's got to feed all those babies.
You got a hold of Stubby there. Look at what Dakotah's doing. She's taking it and letting me.
Oh, he's
See
eating.
what Dakotah's doing?
Look at
Eating
him.
off her fingers.
Oh, ooh.
They have little teeth.
Yeah.
They're so
Honey, you want to
cute.
take the camera and I'll go heat dinner up.
Oh,
There's little Coley over there. I love that little
what's the
black
matter?
one. We're going to
I
keep
love
him.
So cute.
Dakotah, have you seen?
Oh, this one's in the fruit.
Right in the fruit,
You silly little thing, you.
Where are the other little guys? Look, there he is, right there. He's walking around.
I know.
Little treasure hunter.
He's cute, isn't he?
Yeah, they're so tiny. Their little legs just kind of shake.
Oh, you gotta put your legs in the middle like your mother. Good girl. I'm proud of you. Oh, what's the matter, Coley? You're welcome here. When are we gonna sell them?
Well, I'm not sure, honey. They have to be at least 6 weeks old, I think. 6 to
Oh.
8 weeks old. So they
Oh, you silly little thing! You
have to be old enough
Don't taste bad.
to eat.
Oh, you silly little thing! I got that for you. See? Oh, that one's eating its mommy's
Honey, go
milk.
tell Dad that I'm tired of holding this thing here.
Mama, can I take Coley?
Huh? Yeah, you can hold Coley.
Oh, you sweet little
Now
baby.
tell him to come, honey, because I'm crouched down here, and I need to have him get this camera. You better stay back there with your mom. You crawl over there where your mommy is. No, you don't. No, 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 no. You don't want to go back underneath there. Come on. You get back over here with your mom. Well, this is where the kitties were born. Back in there. She found a spot that had the hole there where she crawled in. And she had her babies in there. She picked a good spot. Smart mother. They're having their dinner tonight. Looks like one's missing. I don't know where it went to. Pretty soon they'll be scampering around and we won't be able to catch them. Go on. Go back over there where your mom is. Here you go.
Are you taking pictures of the baby?
Yeah, and I took a picture of where they came. The mother came in the oven. Honey, can you take this? It's
Yes.
getting heavy for me.
Okay. Now you know how hard it is to hold this thing up on you people all the time. Dakota, we got time to put the babies up now.
Where's the other one? There's another one, but I don't know where it went.
What happened to it?
Well, I just saw 3. I thought Dakota took
No,
two
she's
of
got
them.
one.
Just one.
Where's the other one? Is it inside or where? Where'd it go? Which one is it?
Oh, it's underneath here.
It's probably that Bob.
Is it Bob? Bob's gone.
Yes, and it's under here.
Well,
Bob's underneath there.
okay.
It's a little thing.
All right.
I want 2 twins.
Huh? Dakota, it's time to put them up. She's getting real worried. What, sweetheart? Yeah, I will be in just a minute. Let me get the cats put up, okay? All right. Let's put the kitties in there, and we'll get Bob and put him up.
Everybody back in bed. Oh, you silly little thing, you.
And put Coley in there now.
Oh, sweetie.
Did you feed him a little bit? Oh, now put that in there so she can eat it. But no. In the pan. In the pan. She doesn't know how to eat it. I think she was wild, sweetheart. Now get Bob.
Now, Bob.
Where's Bob?
He's under here. That's the little rascal.
Huh? You want me to get Bob? How far back there is Bob?
Underneath. Really far.
Oh, he's right there. There's Bob.
Can
That's
you get
Bob. Look at Whitey looking for you. Look at him, Dakota. Dakota, look at Whitey. Look down at Whitey, Dakota. Look at him. Look at him. He's right here. He's going crazy. Oh, he's going crazy. Yes. Oh. Well, turn around so I can see Whitey.
Oh, no, boy.
We have to take a picture of Whitey with his little cowboy hat on and all this stuff.
Did you take a picture with your cowboy?
Go wash your hands real quick, Dakota. See what he's doing, Dakota? I got a forge and everything right over there.
Do you?
With an anvil. Yeah, she is. Well, she hasn't been getting work
These
much.
ponies, you give them a day off, boy, and they'll get fat.
And I feed her very little.
I know it.
She's out on that pasture, though. She's not as fat as she was.
No.
My alarm's out about 100 pounds shy.
It's a pretty good pony.
Hi, Star. You know what, Daddy? Thanks,
Oh,
Daddy.
sweetheart.
This little kitten has so soft fur. Feel of him. Feel.
Oh,
No, kitten's very soft fur.
yeah.
He's so soft. Hey, where's the horseshoe?
Boy, you got a pretty good setup there.
Yeah, it works pretty good. There's an old kid down there that he's going into the horseshoe business. He couldn't get no horses to shoot.
Yeah. So you got that from him?
Yeah. They'd set it all up and everything.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here, in the supply house. He was needing to sell it, and I just bought it.
Yeah.
And that was before my truck quit on me, but it worked out perfect. I just brought it home and parked it.
Yeah.
I'll be glad when I quit going over that hill a little bit.
Yeah.
You just wear your truck out.
Yeah.
Got you a kitty. Oh, sweetie.
Yeah, there's the old forge over there.
Yeah.
They come with clips on them already? Oh, yeah.
Clipper in front. Yeah, they. Saves you got a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they got it where you can't use. I had a coal forge. Boy, that thing was a good forge. You can
Yeah.
take that and just.
Our other cat was the same color as this one, but except for it was a girl and this one's a boy.
Al Bell built that old forge I've got.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow. I'm gonna have to lower your claws. Off your shirt now. No.
Don't let her stay away from her, or don't let him stay away from his mama too long, sweetheart.
Okay. Then I'm gonna switch cats again.
Well, I want you, she'll take and move them, sweetheart. You better leave them alone. Just come on out and watch your horse. She wanted me to put this on the film for her so she could watch it later.
I tell you.
I'll get you to go ahead and trim Peanut's feet. I trimmed them the other day, but
Okay.
I'll let a professional do it. Touch it up a little bit. I've been trying to get them back. I had them back pretty good, but I'm so busy out here, I don't have time to.
Oh, it's constant.
Yeah, her feet grow really fast, being foundered and everything, you know, like
Yeah.
she was.
They grow in all the wrong places.
Yeah. Which one you got, Stubby? Yeah. Is that Stubby?
No, Rosie. Rosie.
She got the long. No, that's Stubby.
No, that's Rosie.
No, that's Stubby.
The other one's Rosie.
No, this is Stubby.
No. And the other one's Rosie.
I don't know if Stubby's a boy or a girl. Let me see.
If he's a girl.
I'm not used to staying out away from their mama for that long. He's a little boy.
He doesn't like to be holed upside.
Stubby. No, they don't.
No, the other twin is Coley. What are you guys doing?
See, he's got a lot of stuff there, though. That's her second cast we put on her.
Yeah. We'll put a little bigger shoe on it behind.
Yeah,
Run them out and give them some support.
yeah.
What are those things? Oh, they're nails.
Horseshoe nails, Dakotah. There's different size horseshoe nails for different size
They're even
horses.
smaller. So what are those little holes? It's gonna take small things to hold them.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe how small they are.
She got pretty tender-footed on her front feet when we were driving her.
I'll bet she did.
She really wore them down. That driving them out on the road, you know. When,
Mm-hmm.
So because she's been in soft ground all of her life.
yeah, I watered the pasture real good last night so her feet would be soft for you.
They're good. This pony's got good feet.
Yeah. She's got one of the best feet. I'd like to breed her
Mm-hmm.
to something and get a little draft pony.
Yeah, she's a... I was over Jean's yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I got over there and there was cobwebs in that barn. No
Yeah.
one had been in there. You know, they just go down and feed them and don't ride them or nothing.
yeah.
I said, damn woman, you got to come over here and look at these
Daddy,
things once
you
in a
want to
while.
hold her? You want to hold her?
No, you go put her up. Put her up. Hurry up. Go put her up. Be careful with old Stubby. You'd almost have to put mule shoes on Peanut if we ever shoot her.
Mm-hmm.
Her feet are so long. Narrow and long like a mule.
Okay. I went to a deal one time and they had this pony in a barn, in a garage.
Yeah,
He'd been in there for years. They never cleaned it out. They never had him trimmed and his feet had grown back.
Hmm.
They looked like those old slippers.
yeah,
The toe coming and
Yeah.
they grew back into his leg.
yeah.
It's the awfulest looking thing you ever seen.
Was he foundered too?
Oh yeah. I had to take a saw. It was like cutting a horn.
Yeah.
And saw that off.
We did that on those wild Mustangs.
Yeah.
Had to saw them off.
There you go, babe. You like this pony, don't you?
She wants to ride her again pretty soon. We've just been driving her.
Get a fixed up reading rider.
See how that's done, Dakotah? Remember that picture of me chewing old red ears?
No.
You don't remember that picture I've got with me chewing red ears?
Make you one of those. Put it in your little chest. Keep it. Those are slim blade nails. For slim bladed horses.
See how he's clenching those, Dakotah? See there, he got that thing behind there, he's clenching them with. Did you ever put shoes on her?
Mm-hmm. One time, a long time ago.
Yeah.
She never got enough exercise over there. No one hardly ever messed with her.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you a different. Here's 3 different sizes. You got a 5, a 6, and a 7.
See that, Dakotah?
Those are for different sized horses.
Say thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you. Are these for draft horses?
Mm-hmm. Those go in the big shoes. And if a horse has got a thin wall, you drive a thin nail.
Like a small one?
And those are 4s.
Horse?
Those are for race horses and small horses. Your horse is a small horse, but he's got a big, thick wall.
Yeah, and I have a pony.
And this is what you call an E-head nail. That's a special nail you drive in a European shoe. Put that in your collection.
Hey, that's pretty neat, isn't it, Dakotah?
I was asking my dad if he can get me briar horses. I already had 2 briars.
Oh, those
Yeah.
little doll horses?
Yeah.
I got Roy Rogers and Buttermilk.
When I was in high school, Roy Rogers lived right around this corner from me. I went to school with his daughter. Her and I was boyfriend and girlfriend for a while.
Yeah.
Until they moved to Antelope Valley.
Yeah.
Boy, he had some wild kids.
Yeah.
And they're going through that. They died. Him and Dale both died.
Yeah.
Those kids are fighting over that stuff, and there won't be nothing left.
Yeah. We went to the Roy Rogers Museum the other day. I took her a
They're
week
moving
ago.
it now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
They're going to move it?
They're selling it. The kids, they both died. Now the kids have come in, and most of those kids are adopted.
Yeah. Was that boy Dusty, Roy Rogers Jr., was he there, his kid?
Yeah, I think that was his only kid.
Yeah.
She's pretty. If you brush her good.
You like those? You put them in your little treasure chest up there, okay?
Okay.
Those are all kinds
So
of
all the size and
Don't drop them, making sure getting their feet and stuff. That's a nice bunch of nails there.
neat.
I got some of my old horseshoeing hanging there in the shop.
Remember your old horseshoes up on that thingy? She'll be pretty once she gets in that jumping contest. She'll still have horseshoes. This is the first time she ever had horseshoes on her feet here. She looks very pretty on them. They're silver, aren't they? But I still wonder what they're doing.
That holds horseshoes. That holds horseshoes. I don't have one of those.
Yeah, one of these though.
I got 2 of them.
Very funny.
Come on, sweetie.
How did you guys pick these up?
Oh, you just grab them and pick them up. Pretty heavy. They took a lot of metal off of them. They cut those old anvils down a lot, haven't they?
Oh, yeah, that anvil there. I bought that anvil off an old man. I've turned down a lot of money for that anvil.
Yeah.
He lived there in Chatsworth. Thing's older than I am. They took that anvil to Japan and copied it.
Oh, really?
They made those multi-product anvils. Old Dick Cropper used to live right around the corner from me.
Yeah.
And he's the guy that went to Japan and started that multi-product deal.
Yeah.
Did Roy Rogers let you go see his horse?
They had 2 or 3 triggers. When they got old, he stuffed them.
Yeah, she saw them the other day.
Huh?
She saw them the other day.
Yeah,
She saw Trigger and Trigger Jr.
yeah,
And then she saw Buttermilk.
He went like this, and I thought he was supposed to go like that.
yeah.
With his 2 hind feet up and with one leg
Glenn Randall trained all those horses.
Who?
Glenn Randall.
Yeah.
He was an old trainer out there. Well, he did Ben-Hur. He was one of the best horse people.
Yeah.
His son went into it, but he wasn't near as good as Glenn.
Yeah.
When they were making that movie, The Black Stallion, they broke a leg on that main cast horse.
Oh, they did.
That black stud, they had two of them.
Uh-huh.
And I had to go out there and shoot the backup horse.
Uh-huh.
And it's unbelievable what that horse would do.
Huh.
I was working on him, and Glenn had the whole barn full of stud horses.
Yeah.
This horse reached over, was biting on him, and I felt him fidgeting, and this horse was really biting him. I said, Glenn, this stud's biting on this horse, and he just raised up. He had a big old long handlebar mustache, old.
Mm-hmm.
He squalled at that old horse, and that horse just went back in the corner. He could call him by name, and they'd just respond. We got done shoeing that horse, and he took him out.
What happens if you put your foot like this?
What that is a spring. It's called a foot vise. It's got a real strong spring in it. That thing's old as can be. You push down on this, this comes up. You slide your shoe in to hold it, where you can rasp on it and clean it up or work on it. But you don't ever want to stick your fingers in there because it'd mash them completely off.
I can see that.
But he took that stud out in the field like that right there after we got done.
Yeah.
And put him through his paces, and you couldn't believe. I mean, he'd just sit there, that whip, and talk to that horse.
Yeah.
Hand motions.
Mm-hmm.
He'd figure eight, circle, walk up to you, back up, rear up.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, damn. He said, he's not near as good as that other horse, but he'll work, you know.
Yeah.
I said, how do you do that to him? He said, you got to be real mean to him. He says, because when you're shooting a movie, and it's costing you $100,000 an hour to shoot it, they don't want your horse running off down the street somewhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, he could just, when he raised his voice, them horses would just come to attention and stand there and watch him.
Mm-hmm. My stepdad was good with horses. He trained those Lipizzans too. Yeah. He worked in that Lipizzan college in Michigan. He worked, I was his assistant horseman when he worked for Cord. The old boy that built the Cord in the Duesenbergs and Auburn and all them.
Roy Rogers stuff too.
He just about make a horse talk.
Oh yeah. It amazes me now they've got those guys out there that are horse trainers, horse whisperers and stuff. And
yeah.
That one that's getting rich on it.
Oh, Monty Roberts?
Monty.
Mm-hmm.
I knew his dad.
Yeah.
Real well. I knew him. He was young, but he's gotten rich on it.
Yeah.
But he don't give much credit where credit's due. But most of that stuff's basic horsemanship.
Yeah.
30 years ago, he couldn't have made no money on it because people knew better. You know,
Yeah.
they,
Oh yeah. It's nothing.
well, it's just basic going out
Yeah.
there and working with the horse and knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them that are doing it. And Pat Pirelli and a bunch of them. Boy, they fleece the public big time. I seen him charge an old gal $700 one day to roach her horse.
No kidding.
Yeah, she couldn't do it. The horse knew her, you know, and it was run over and stuff. He made a big old deal of it. I was shooting horses at this other barn, and they were having that clinic there. He made a great big old deal of it, you know, went on for hours and piddled around, and when she got done, he charged her $700.
Man. They should have been around when we was roaching those wild Mustangs.
Oh. Well, you know, it's just knowing horses is all it is.
We saw his dog, Roy Rogers' dog, and he stuffed it, didn't we?
Yeah, he stuffed, what's his name?
Bullet.
Bullet. They were all there, all these animals.
Yeah.
Including Dale Evans' horse.
Yeah, buttermilk.
Buttermilk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw wolves and hyenas.
He's got a lot. Have you been there at that museum?
No, I never have.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he
hyenas.
had quite a career.
Yeah. He was talented, boy.
Oh no, you even had a big elephant head and elephant feet.
They lived in a little old bitty place there in Chatsworth. It wasn't nothing fancy.
Yeah. guess they tell stories about the things the kids did, the pranks that they pulled.
Yeah.
And the one going down and switching everybody's mail.
Yeah, Dale's was pretty wild.
Yeah.
She drank quite a bit back then.
Yeah.
She'd get out in the middle of the street and scream and holler and preach fire and brimstone, and
Yeah.
that was funny.
Hey,
Next
did you
morning,
paint
she'd be down
this?
at the church.
Do what?
Next morning she'd be down at the church.
Yeah. No, well, a couple of them. Yeah. You want to come and look at his storeroom here? Look at his portable storeroom here.
Yeah, he's got his anvil and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got everything you need.
He's got a portable shop there.
Mama, look what he gave me.
He gave her a collection of horseshoe
Oh,
nails.
that's nice, honey. That's a nice collection.
I welded a railroad spike to a horseshoe the other day in that forge,
Yeah.
showing the guy that works for me. Of course, I'm out of practice. I haven't shot a horse in 20 years.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Dakota's got sit back a little.
Oh, she's all right.
I think that scared me and
That's
the
the anvil that
kids.
took to Japan there and made copies of it over there.
What was that?
That anvil is the anvil they took to Japan and made copies of it.
They did.
Yeah, an old man in Chatsworth had this anvil when I was just a kid.
Yes.
I was shooting horses around when I was about 16. And he said, when I get ready to quit, I'll sell you that anvil. I'll give him $200 for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I could sell it for $3 grand.
Mm-hmm.
That anvil's old, and it's still, it's not a bit different than it was when I got it. They don't
Yeah.
make them that way anymore.
Yeah. I've got two of them.
Well, that's the way those Japanese are. They copy everything, don't
Yeah.
they?
They took that anvil and they copied it and made a smaller version of it.
Uh-huh.
And a big, and they just sold the heck out of them. Come on, sweetie.
They get to come over here by the bus loads and
Dakotah. Dakotah, get over to the side, sweetheart, so you can.
They
So I
can copy just about anything that you make. I laughed years ago. The Swiss made a wire, and they was talking about making watches when Japan first got into all that.
Uh-huh.
And the Swiss made this wire so thin you couldn't even see it, and they sent it to Japan and says, "Top this." Japan drilled a hole through it. We all laughed about that. They just took it, drilled a hole through it, and sent it back to him. Says, "Here, top this."
I tell you. Well, they made that. Swiss still make great watches.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, Seiko got rich making a little 21 jewel
Oh yeah.
automatic that they had. Of course, when they went in the courts, everything changed.
That's what happened to Dick. He went over there to Japan and
Yeah,
started that horseshoe business.
yeah,
When it really got to go, they took it away from him.
uh-huh.
Oh, sweetie. Oh.
Chatsworth. I think I remember that place a long time ago.
He lived next to Roy Rogers there.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just lived around. In fact, when we moved there, we leased an old thoroughbred ranch. It was 85 acres, and it was just completely dilapidated. And we wanted to go into the cattle business, importing Mexican steers and stuff. And the banker there in town, we went and talked to him. And when he came over, he brought Roy Rogers with him because he was one of the main stockholders in the bank.
Oh.
yeah.
And he looked the deal over and said, it'll work. And from then on, we got all the money we wanted to do anything we wanted to do. My uncle got rich right there.
Well, that was
Put
nice.
these in your pocket.
He seemed like he was a pretty nice person.
He was a sharp guy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he was.
I think he was business-wise, too.
Yeah. He wasn't stupid. He worked his money. There were several of them old actors. There's an old actor named Joe McCrae.
Oh, yeah. He used to come up there in Fish Lake Valley.
Mm-hmm.
His double lived
Made
there in
about
Fish
5
Lake.
or 6 movies is all he made.
Yeah.
And he took all his money and went out there by Moore Park in Thousand Oaks and bought up all that old hill land.
Yeah.
Because he was getting, well, back then it was a lot of money, $50,000 a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought all this old land up, and everybody thought he was nuts. Well, he quit after he made 5 or 6 movies and was a multi-millionaire.
Yeah. Well, Randolph Scott played the stock market and got rich all the time.
I know Joe would come to the cafe there in Moore Park where I ate every morning.
Yeah.
He's just an old cowboy actor, and wore a neckerchief and an old pair of Levi's.
Yeah.
His son was a drug addict,
Yeah.
Jody. And he couldn't wait till old Dad died where he'd get that property.
Yeah.
He sold that stuff. It was unbelievable. They're building houses. The old ranch house and stuff's still there on the old back road. But when that old man died, it all went quick.
Hold
Yeah.
it by the handle. It's okay. Hold it by the handle. You can sit. Kind of strong. Not bad, is it?
This is a good pony.
Uh-huh. She's good when I rode her.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Oh, I've been drinking
Sometimes
coffee
she's stubborn.
Have you?
since early this
Dakotah.
morning.
And we're taking pictures. You're going to get in the middle of your way there. You won't be able to get your picture.
Well, you know what?
Back
They
off
had
just a
it.
little
They,
bit,
they
sweetheart.
were smart. They got that land before it went up sky high.
Yeah. Well, you know, like when we moved in 1967, we moved to Chatsworth, my uncle and I, and leased that old ranch. We lived in Hemet. We went up there and we leased that 85-acre ranch. It had like 100 box stalls on it, scattered over the ranch, and it was all, the fences were down and tore up, and had 2 racetracks. Back then, that's all them movie stars did was build them racetracks,
Yeah.
run them thoroughbred horses. And this old lady owned it. And we leased it $300 a month, the whole thing.
Oh,
It had a 20-year lease on it. When the lease was coming due, again, this old lady was real ill.
was it?
And she tried to sell it to my uncle. She wanted $25,000 an acre for it. He said, God, that's more money, you know, 85 acres. This land will never be worth that. So he didn't buy it. She died. Prudential bought it
Oh,
by the inch.
by the end.
By the inch. That thing brought billions. And they've got all them tilt-up buildings on it, all warehouses and factories on it now. But he kicked himself in the butt for years because she'd let him pay for it any way he wanted to. He'd known her, 20 years of doing business with her. She liked him.
Yeah.
What are these things for?
Oh, those are grinders.
What for?
Grinders and buffers.
Well, you sharpen your tools. This one down here on this end's to sharpen your knives, and that one in the middle is to bevel shoes with, and that other one down there is just to sharpen your tools with. And I got a drill press I got to put in there.
Well, that's nice. You built that all yourself, didn't you?
No,
You didn't?
I didn't shoot out of an old pickup for years. Hell, it's about 12 years, the same pickup, and finally it died.
Well,
And I was in the supply house, and this kid come in. And he put this thing together. We were going to start shoeing horses. He went to college, the shoeing school. He couldn't get no business, so he had to go get a job, and he needed to sell it, so I bought it from him. It's worked out real good.
Boy,
I
he
like
sure
it.
did a nice job setting it up, didn't
I had a rig like that on the back of my pickup one time.
he? Yeah.
It's dang heavy. You just beat your pickup to death, so this works out real good. Come on, sweetie.
you get his face, he
It's
was
like-
with the feet.
Well, that's where I'm aiming the feet here to see the shoe I'm got.
Yeah, you can see that in his face, too.
Okay. I told my wife about how you would shoe those mules up there.
Yeah.
Dakotah, you're right in the way, honey.
I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. Oh,
Well, I'll tell you what, that was pretty neat.
How do you get the other side of the nails out?
hmm?
You just twist it.
Cut it off with your hammer.
Yeah, right on the back of the hammer.
That's
You
neat.
just put it under there and turn it.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
Oh, man. Just relax. Just relax, Chubby.
You have to aim your nails
Oh.
so they'll come out right.
I told Star to be good.
Come on.
Well, she raised her little foot right up, didn't
Yeah.
she?
She's a good horse.
That's because I told her to be good.
Yeah.
There the chicken is in Wilbur's
Didn't they
pen.
make movies around Chatsworth?
Around what?
Chatsworth? Didn't
Yeah.
they? I thought.
Made a lot of them. When I moved up there, you know, most of the roads were dirt. Back in those days, in the 50s. And all along Devonshire Boulevard was nothing but just thoroughbred ranches. Barbara Stanwyck had one, William Powell. You know, all the movie stars, that was their deal. They'd get them a thoroughbred ranch. And they've tore all of them down now. It got so expensive, the taxes and stuff. And then they had that Spawn movie ranch where Charles Manson was, up on the hill. And on the other side of the hill, just over the hill in Simi, they had the Corriganville. Crash Corrigan, that old western.
Yeah.
that built
Yes,
that.
Corriganville.
Yeah.
Then Bob Hope bought it later on.
Ray Crash Corrigan.
Yeah. They had those movie sets everywhere.
They came up to Fish Lake Valley, a lot of those old movie actors.
Yeah.
When they'd come up there to the little old bar, there was a bar and a store and everything all together and sit around there and get drunk. Of course, when they had mule days, you know,
Yeah.
before that they had the Bishop Parade before they had the mule days.
Yeah.
And they'd come up during the Bishop Rodeo.
Old Bishop. They don't even have one anymore. They have mule days, but they don't
Yeah.
have a rodeo.
No, they don't have the rodeo like that.
He didn't have it last year sometime. I got pictures roping there in the 60s.
Yeah.
Times are changing. Oh, sweetie.
How long will these seeds last when you get them?
A couple months.
That'll help her foot.
Yeah, it'll help them heal up and stuff. Well, she won't get tender-footed.
I
Or dry.
watched a movie on tape last night that Aaron Brockovich about that lawsuit with PG&E over here at Hinckley, you know, when they poisoned the groundwater and all those people got cancer. And I was thinking, those houses down there, we subdivided that property, bought that property, sold it. Well, we had to put up $30,000 to PG&E to put the electricity in, you know, for
Yeah.
deposit.
Mm-hmm.
We got it all sold, and they started building the houses. Well, they sent us a check. It bounced for the deposit we give it.
Uh-huh.
We haven't got it yet.
Oh my goodness.
PG&E, the check that,
So PG&E sent us a check.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it bounced.
It bounced.
Oh boy.
I laughed when I got to watching that movie and thinking about it.
yeah,
How much that company's worth.
yeah,
They went ahead and let them give all their. The judge, the bankruptcy judge, stopped them from paying it. But they went ahead and let them pay all their executives their bonuses.
yeah,
$17 million.
Wow. And they couldn't pay a
they're
30.
bonuses.
They wouldn't give the deposits back. So we got a lawyer, got to fight it in court now, and probably end up getting about a third of it.
Yeah.
Just amazes me how they can do that.
Kittens.
Crooked. Crooked people in high places.
Yep. I mean, it's unbelievable. My wife's watching that movie, and I got to watching this. Hell, that's just about like us.
Yeah.
We need the money. Those other guys are all millionaires in their own right. They don't need the money,
No.
but they get theirs first.
What do you want for America's?
Same thing. I never change.
I'll fix a little gravy to go with. Okay.
Dakotah will have this to watch it later on.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Did you ever do much blacksmith welding?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had my old coal forge.
Yeah. You can't hardly
Welding
do it. You
one
can't
of
do it with those,
these.
can
No.
you?
They've got a flux out now. You can heat it up and it melts
Yeah.
into the shoe, but it
Uh-huh.
don't hold. You break, the welds break within
Yeah.
30 days.
I use borax.
Yeah. Some flux,
I
flux.
wanna go
Yeah.
fix a little bit. I'm glad you're
I found at the end though the dang coal that you'd get
Hmm.
was so high in sulfur that the clinkers, you put a shoe in there,
Uh-huh.
they just melted. You could never get it to that right temperature.
Yeah.
The old coal was so impure.
Yeah.
Used to, they'd get that coal with a sack. You could stick a shoe in there and set that thing, let it run for hours while you're working, and then go back over there, and that shoe would be the right temperature and just go
Yeah.
pop.
Mhm.
Well, and but anymore, hell, there's no.
I got 3 or 4 buckets of coal over there. Pretty good coal.
Last night I used that old Forges down there at Griffith Park, and I had that thing going. Was punching some shoes for this great big old horse, and shit, here come the fire marshal. And the air pollution people, so
Yeah.
you can't be running that thing down here. So I just said to hell with it. Got me a gas board. Went on with it.
Yeah.
Okay, babe. You go back and lick your mason some more.
Boy, she'll flat do that.
Oh, she's in there licking on that thing, trying to get every stem out of it.
Yeah. I'll go get Peanut.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, it's a full-time job trimming her feet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Her foot grows fast.
it grows. Looking good though.
Well, I've kept them cut down. When I first bought her, she didn't even have a frog.
Mm-mm.
Are you gonna put horseshoes on her?
No. No sense in putting horseshoes on her.
Oh, sweetie. He's good.
She's still a peanut. She's a cute little angel, that's my dad says all the time. And she does have a cute little nose.
I think I trimmed her feet twice since you've been here.
Yeah. That's good though. Keeps her from rotating anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, Star, sure. Come, Steve. Man,
Stand on that acorn.
man, she's shedding.
Got some hair coming off, huh?
Yeah, she's shedding.
Come on, sweetie.
Boy, Silas keeps on getting the game. She's really thirsty.
Okay. Relax.
Oh, cutie, quit your stupid whining.
She bruised her foot?
Hmm?
Did she bruise her foot
No,
there?
that's just that old founder.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's looking real good, though.
Yeah. She actually gets more food to eat than Star does, believe it or not. She gets twice as much to eat as Star does.
Yeah.
But it takes that to keep her weight on her.
She's a little skinny one.
Star can just about breathe air. And,
She can get fat on this ground.
yeah. I keep her in that corral 3 or 4 hours a day. You know, I feed her just a little bit in there.
Yeah.
And keep her in that corral to keep her from eating the pasture.
Shit, she'll eat it. She'd get so fat, she'd rotate and fall over.
Just rotate me.
So that's when their coffin bone turns down.
Oh, there's our pig.
I'll get that old pig out here and shoe her.
I was thinking about chewing the goat.
There ain't nothing worse. My neighbor down there's got some pot-bellied pigs. His wife collects animals.
Yeah.
And one day I went over, looked out there, and he's trying to trim these pigs' feet.
Yeah.
His awfulest screaming and hollering.
They holler, boy.
Oh, sound like a little kid.
Yeah.
So I went over
If
there.
you try
I said, you hold them down and I'll trim them. And he'd dive on them things. There's some pretty good sized pigs.
Yeah.
They would squeal and fling him around. He'd just get down there on them.
that goat along with you when you're driving these horses, that goat will have a ball.
Yeah.
And she's a pain
She
in
likes
the
to
butt.
come. She likes to. I tie her on the back of the cart and we drive the ponies.
She's a pain in
That'd
the
be a
butt.
good
She
picture.
keeps on biting me. She even bites the seat. And one time she bit my pants and she was about to get them.
But that goat, you have to keep her under subjection, you know.
Yeah.
Thoroughly. And we had her out there, and Dakotah had her tied to the back of her cart, and I was harnessing Star, and my wife says, Dakotah's beating on that goat. And I said, well, she needs to. She'd being mean to that goat. I said, no, she's not being mean to that goat. She's trying to keep that goat in control.
Years ago, my uncle come home with a goat when I was a little old kid. He said, this kid needs an animal. He brought this old billy goat home, and I tied it up outside the back door at the porch there.
Uh-huh.
My granddad cussed because every time he'd go out there, that goat would just back him up.
Yeah.
Stand there and want to fight him.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I took Marilyn, and I tied her. She drove Peanut, and I tied the goat to the back of the cart there. That goat was biting her and trying to hit her with his head. And I said, start doing the same thing Dakotah did, and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
And she started thumping that goat, hitting her.
That goat tried biting my pants. and
She'll bite you.
Oh,
That goat will.
they're ornery.
That goat's ornery. High five.
Oh, baby.
Where'd that go? Nose where we
Oh,
are.
sweetie. Just relax.
She stands more time getting her feet trimmed than
Yeah.
most two horses.
Stars.
If the guy didn't take care of him, though, she wouldn't be around long.
No, she wouldn't.
A star.
Well, it takes a lot of care with her. She's the sweetest little animal. Dakotah's been riding her since she was 2 years old.
I'll be
Dakotah's
darned.
2.
There you
6
go.
years. 6 years. I'll run. Is it